Hey guys, welcome back to the channel Techado again. And in this video, we are going to talk about a project that is super cheap to join. But the potential of this project is actually 2 to 3 folds more that you can get out of this project. Probably even more than 2 to 3 folds. Because this project was there in my, like wish list for a month or so, and after a month, when they dropped in their new lands, I went and bought the land, and I have been playing this for a week and a half. So this video is coming up after a week and a half of playing, and the project that we are talking is going to be Sunflowerland. Now let's jump to desktop live scene, and we are going to show you Sunflowerland. Well, Sunflowerland is a farming P2E game. Now, it's a different sort of P2E game. It's not about you earning SFL, which is their token. It is not about you just planting different seeds and everything and things go complicated and all that stuff. It is a game where you are minting new NFTs and then you're reselling the NFTs for a price at a certain time. So if you time properly, that you can actually make a lot of money using Sunflowerland. But then I'm not going to give you expectation, because you're going to join this game with an expectation of making a load of money. So I'm going to give you a very low expectation that to join Sunflowerland, it's going to be 10 Matic. You buy a land directly from Sunflowerland, which means you go to Sunflowerland. You go to .com, and then you can go ahead and click on beta. And when you click on beta, it's going to take you to a place where you can actually buy the Sunflowerland, the land actually. So right now I think they have few more lands left, so you can obviously go ahead and join that. And it's only 10 Matics to join right now. 10 Matic is probably like $4 or $5. But I would highly suggest you to go ahead and join their Discord, because that's where you're going to see the fun actually begins, where you're going to learn a lot of stuff. So let's go ahead and at first do step by step. Go ahead and join Discord, and then you have to make sure that do not go on to DMs, because out here people try to DM you about resources and stuff like that, and you'll be confused. Do not do anything. Go to rules, and then you'll be going through getting started. In getting started, probably Sunflowerland is one of that kind of a game where for 10 Matic, for $5 to join, they're just going to give you a basic rundown of what's going on. And obviously on their official links, you can get links of literally everything, link of everything that you need. So sorry, that was one of my friends calling me. So white paper is, again, it's all about tokenomics, how to play, what to do, your skill tree and everything. Forget about all of this stuff. These are very important, and as you go, you're going to learn by going through all of this. Like, for example, crafting guide, like farming and gathering. In this, you will see how much time each sunflower takes to grow, what does it require, and all that stuff. What are the rare items in season 1? What was the rare item for decorations? What's there in season 2? What are their decorations and all that stuff. Skill tree, what are the skill trees for? And land expansion, what does it take? Tokenomics, stage 1, natural supply and demand. Then there is a halvening period that happens, and once that halvening happens, again, things will go a little bit slower for you whenever that halvening happens. Okay, I do not know why we did not know about this project. There are a lot of projects actually that you probably have not heard about, but Sunflowerland is one of those projects. Sunflowerland as you can see up here, in the beginning, when you get your plots, these small guys out here are called goblins. Okay, so goblins will be taking over this slot, and this slot. So you will have only 5 slots available in the beginning. In the beginning, all you have to do is go to your shop, and there'll be 400 sunflower unlocked for you. So all of these are unlocked for you, except some for which you would require NFTs to unlock them. So at the beginning, sunflower and potato, I think, will be unlocked for you. So go ahead and do the 400 sunflower, which should take you a minute. So keep on dropping those sunflowers in these 5 slots, and in a minute when it grows, you have to implant them again. After that, you can go to your shop and sell your sunflowers for a price, and that's how you start the chain. To unlock all of these plots, which are 22 slots, you would require at first a pumpkin soup. So you have to work for that pumpkin soup. Then you have to work for roasted cauliflower, and then and then you have to work for cabbage. So this is the route that you're going to take to unlock these different slots. Once you have unlocked your different slots and these slots are free, that's where your game actually begins, and it's going to take you 2-3 days if you are playing. At least it doesn't take attention. Like literally, as you can see right now, I'm not doing anything. It's just all you have to do is open up your phone, open up MetaMask, and just insert the crops, and then after some time you can again come back and reinsert the crops, replant the crops, and you should be set. Now there is another section on this side which will be I don't know whether you guys can see or not. Hold on a second. So there's another section out here which actually is the place where you can craft and get your resources. Now this is where the fun begins. Once you have made your SFL, you can come out here, select, and you can make wood. Now remember, your target for this is to go towards gold. Why? Because you can resell these resources whenever they drop in new NFTs. Like for example, this is an NFT. Let's show you through items and collectibles. So these are my NFTs, out of which I have a statue which I bought for like $3. I have a Easter bunny. Again, I bought all of these from Opensea. So you are not going to get this. These are just to boost the farm, like a little bit. If you have some extra cash lying around, you can get this, but I would not recommend you to, if you think that you're going to make a load of money, you're not going to make a load of money out of this. It's just situational. Okay. So you have to make sure that, again, rule number 1, you're ROIing at first. So, all these NFTs, when we buy, somebody has to mint, right? So for example, I want to mint, and to get this rock golem, which gives me a 10% chance to get 3 times the zone, I had to get 50 stones and 20 irons. So what is the math behind it? Math is this, that I'll be spending at first, I'll be getting wood. So I have to spend that amount of wood, and then I have to get stones. So I have to multiply this by 2. So 50 multiplied by 2, which is 100, will give me the amount of stones I probably need. Okay, so it's a long kind of a route. So that is the reason this game becomes very, very interesting for people, those who are farming and crafting different items. Now, what are these items going for? Let me show you. Now, for example, this is the Opensea section of Sunflowerland Collectibles, and I'm going to talk about something about for Opensea. So, for example, wood. You need wood, right? So I'll be going all the way down. Or, for example, you don't have pickaxe. You can actually sell your pickaxe out here. You can just keep on collecting pickaxes, and you can sell them. To be honest, you can buy and try to sell somebody radish. Now, that scenario where there was iron that was required, each iron goes for $3.29. For you, it's the time that you took. Now, there is a huge increase in price of iron. Why is there increase price of iron? Why? Because there is an NFT that dropped. So that NFT, people wanted to get iron, but some of them had only 15. Somebody had like maybe 17 iron, and they're just 3 short. They're not going to waste time to mine it and everything. They want to get that NFT as fast as they can. So that's where Opensea comes into play, and they will buy from Opensea, like a certain amount of resources. So that is the overall concept of how to play Sunflowerland. What is the token price of Sunflowerland? Very interesting question. The token price of SFL, which is the Sunflowerland token, is round about 0.1 to 12 cents. As you can see, that is the reason, it's not worth it just to mine tokens for a day. And they started with, so 1 month, they started with 39, they kept dropping and dropping and dropping and dropping. So basically, you are joining the game not at the high, but somewhere in the low. And you're comparing this, and most of the time I've seen this thing that people join in projects. They will join in projects which are at all-time high. Imagine this, like it's like a bubble, okay? When you're joining on something where it's all-time high, that bubble is expanding, and it's going to explode, right? So it's the same scenario. Just try to imagine that in a very, very easy way. So understanding this, your expectation is this, that it is 12 cents. Token literally doesn't have any value. You are not going to waste a whole day to get one SFL. Doesn't make sense. So how are people making money? People are making money just by making resources, and devs are dropping NFTs. People are buying those NFTs, using those resources, and your job is to be like, when there is a demand, you will supply the resources. That's how this game is played. Not getting a huge amount of SFL. That's where everybody was doing things wrong. I was doing things wrong in the beginning because I was running for SFL. And then suddenly I was like, hold on a second. Me and Techado, we sat down with this and we are like, hold on, we have been playing this wrong. And they did an AMA where the devs said that I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are playing this game wrong. Okay. Also, NFTs that are required to play this game. Not required, that will help you boost your farming and all that stuff. NFTs that are actually that's going to help you to boost the farm and everything will be on another episode, which we are going to drop in maybe after a few days or so. But your mission is to go through all this. You can check your level or farming level up here, and you will see that you have to reach level 5. After you reach level 5, which is one of the skills, you get green thumb. Green thumb means that crops are now worth 5% more. So which seed to plant and how to profit in a game like this, how fast you can profit, that means you're spending less and you're getting more. For that, in Discord, there is a very, very and that's the reason you need to be in Discord. So in official links, there is a community resource. So click on that. I'll be posting this down in my Discord also. We'll be sharing you this. And in this, you can see how much SFL per day, 22 beds, which is once you have unlocked everything, you can make, and how much EXPs you can make. Understanding this. Also resources, they have like detailed explanation of resources and everything. We are going to sit down with this. We are going to make a easier version of this because this is kind of very confusing, where people try to break down into like how much USDT, how much Matic. You don't need to know all of this stuff. I think people are too much concerned about how much money they're going to make from a 10 Matic game. Just don't take too much of stress in this game, but you can make a decent amount if you are playing this game properly. So I'll be dropping this for you, and Sunflowerland. Okay, hold on a second. Am I in the right one? I think it's Bing. Hold on. Yeah, there it is. So it's very important that you join Discord and try to understand what to do in the beginning. Now, whenever you are done and you want to buy something or you want to withdraw some item or anything, at first you go out here on your menu and press sync on chain. But before you do sync on chain, make sure you have saved this. There's an auto save option all the time, but you have to save this. So go ahead and sync on chain. In sync on chain, every time you sync, you're spending 0.1 matic. For me, I literally do not care how many times I'm going to sync, because it's only 0.1 matic. But I usually sync once every 2 days. Otherwise, if I might sync only if there's a new NFT drop or anything. So what all NFTs are now available for this season? Okay, let's go and check that out. So this is your place where you're going to do all your transactions and all that stuff. So this is your farm address. Now there's a difference between your wallet address and your farm address. We are going to go in depth on this, but remember this, that this is your farm address. You can withdraw, deposit tokens and items out here, which is our SFL items, which means that wood, stones, iron, gold, and stuff like that. For withdraw, you can actually withdraw your woods. So go ahead and click on that. You will see that I have like 9 stone. I can use this, 2 gold, and I can withdraw this and resell in Opensea. But there is a sad situation with Opensea right now, where Opensea is not working, and you cannot put cannot put anything under $5 in Opensea, just because Ethereum had crashed. So for some reason you cannot do it right now. So you'll be facing through problems like this. Let's go and then see what are these. So these are rare NFTs. Each NFT, these are utility. This will be like in-game resources and stuff like that. Usually what I tell everybody is better to do is get a scarecrow. Now scarecrow or a goblin scarecrow yields 20% more crops. So this is a very good boost. But if you go to Opensea, you will see that it's $25. Now this was 40 or $50 few days back. So it dropped down to $25. But hey, from a 10 matic game, if you can craft something like this, which would take a long time, you're making $25 out of it. Nancy is 100 wheat, 50 and 10 SFL. Very hideous task to do, but if you can achieve that, good job. But what I am doing is I am trying to get all of these NFTs, and my plan is when season 5, season 6 comes out, people might be looking into something like this, which will be sold out at that time, and I can sell that for a higher price. It's all about whatever your tactics are. Cubico, again, a lot of people talk about Cubico. Why they talk about Cubico? Because these are tier 3 items. So higher the tier, that means you have spent a lot of time and money invested on the game, and you get special access to a lot of stuff, right? For example, right now, you will see that if you go to announcement, they released something especially for a red VIP door, which will give holders of T3 items, which is Cubico, Foreman, Beaver, Golden Cauliflower, access to the VIP room in Discord. And if you have these items, you'll be able to connect to Discord through the game and assign yourself this role. This is our first stage in Discord integrations. Over time, we'll release more channels based on NFT holders, which will contain sneak peeks, lore, and valuable intel. So this is how they keep the community together, by inspiring them. And I think they are doing an amazing job compared to a lot of other projects out there. For 10 matic, they're doing an amazing job. So every rare item does something for you. So go ahead and check out all of these rare items. This is your craft, where most of the time you will see there are some which are decoration value, but foreman beaver is, you can cut trees without axes. You do not even need axes at all. So you're cutting off your spending just by like this. So that's actually good. And to have a foreman beaver, you have to have an apprentice beaver. Okay, so if you go to Opensea, an apprentice beaver now costs $52.39. But how to make an apprentice beaver? 500 wood and 1 Woody the beaver. Okay, so if I have this, if I can get 500 wood, I can get an 100 SFL, which is next to impossible for me who has just started this game. I mean, you can make like a lot of money out here, like that's what I'm saying. Rocky Golem is what I got just because, it was available and I had like 20 iron and 50 stones. So these are some of the perks that you get while playing this game. So in a nutshell, after talking for 21 minutes straight, my opinion on this game and like, should you join or not? Well, to be honest, I do not see you to spend a load of money until and unless you want to have a decked out farm and you do not want to work hard for this. You can just buy all the NFTs. Obviously, those are appreciated because if there's no buyers, there's no sellers, right? So, but understand, knowing my community, those who are there in Discord and everything, my suggestion to our community, those who are there, is that it's a very cool game to join for $5. ROI is not just only through SFL, but also selling these NFTs. Bring out your own tactics. If you just want to, ROI at first, just target the SFL. Forget about all these NFTs and target the SFL. Once you have ROI'd from that and you are free into the game, then you can decide on something else. But guess what? Instead of you going through all this stuff, and you will see that, like, I wanted to buy this. This is only $3. It's a cheap game to join. I wanted to bet Nancy, so I bought Nancy. So people do want to buy some other NFTs. They do want to keep these NFTs in the farm. The farm looks good, and you're happy, kind of. This game is giving you decent and all that stuff. It looks good, to be honest. So that's what you are targeting. You are targeting to make more resources for this game for people, those who want to mint more NFT. You're saving them a time, but you're getting money for that because you made those resources. As simple as that. That should be, I think, our number one way of playing this game, is providing resources for people whenever new NFTs drop. And about new NFTs, you go to announcements, they will talk you about NFTs. So I am going to post another video where I'm going to show you how to withdraw items from Sunflowerland and put it on Opensea and sell them. Unfortunately, I cannot show you right now. The reason behind is, again, Opensea is not allowing me to sell any of my resources under $5. And I do not want to rip off people by selling my resources above like $5. So as simple as that. So that's it from the channel Techado. I hope you guys understood and enjoyed this very general overview of Sunflowerland and how people were, not bullish about this game. They were playing this game way more different. And me, Techaton, and other people joining the game is only that we can resell these resources for a higher value. These NFTs that we are making in season 1 or 2, you can sell it in season 4, season 5, or something like that. It's like a very big place where you can mint the NFTs and later on resell them because they are used in game. So that will be all from Techado. I hope you guys enjoyed the presentation. See you guys on another episode. New episode will be dropping tomorrow or day after tomorrow. But for Sunflowerland, we are making a lot of episodes, so stay tuned. And there is these, I think so, where you can follow me. That's my Twitter. I usually tweet out about all my projects on Twitter. So, good night.